Triple negative breast cancer is the most dangerous cancer in the world and the most under researched. And we put far more money into the research of men's prostate than we do in TNBC, while it is the widest and the most largely killing cancer in the world. Recently, we've had some breakthrough, which is great, but still, I don't know when it'll reach India.
Okay.
The drawbacks are that there are no hormone therapies that can be given for TNBC to control it for the rest of my life. Like in many cancer cases, if you have three types of what do you call hormones in your body, you stop the production of one or reduce the production of one, and your cancer gets taken care of for the rest of your life.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
but not in my case. They don't know what triggered my cancer, and they don't know what might lapse my cancer.
Okay.
So now, guys, now that I'm out of treatment, I actually get a blood test done every 3 months, just to check if there are any cancer markers or cancer cells in blood that get caught, because that will be the first sign for me to go get a PET scan again.
Because of a cancer, that is what happened to me. Okay. The moment I came to know about it and everything, since then I have been getting the cancer markers done, by the way. Yeah. So I don't do it 3 months. Every year I get it done, a blood test done, and I get the cancer markers done. And every time I have that guy and I get my fertility count done, I get all those tests done. He comes, he's like, 8,000 rupees a report. What are you trying to do? I want to check everything about my body.
I think that's a great thing, First things, by the way, do you get this on your insurance, right?
No, I don't get it in my insurance. It's not part of my insurance. I'll have to, we'll go there now. But my only concern was because of that thing that happened to you, because of the cancer thing which happened to you. That awareness around you also grew, which brings me to the second most important point. How do people around you, your friends, family, and relative, supposed to be around you when you're going through something like that? Yes.
Yeah, okay. So fortunately for me, firstly, we were half under lockdown, and then even if when it started to open, I had a great family circle, like friends and literally my family, which is my mom, dad, brother, and my relatives also did very well. For in my case, what I see it is as a difference from what I saw other people who used to come to the chemo ward where you got chemo struggle with was some parents, some kids had not told their parents or parent who was in therapy that they had cancer. They had not informed them. Yeah, and
very difficult.
yeah, I know. Sometimes people backed away from treatment also.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough journey. A lot of people avoid taking treatment because they go into denial and they think at this stage suddenly Ayurveda will help you. Ayurveda cannot help you in those stages. Okay, in very severe cases, you need to get chemo first, then you get your radiotherapy if it is prescribed to you. Only after that, for maintenance, can you get into any other type of homeopathy or Ayurveda. It cannot help you when your cancer is determined and spreading. So that's one mistake, right? But the attitude difference I saw was that people around me are very hopeful. I didn't feel like a patient, and I think I asked that from my boss as well. I was working with the company that I was working with. I asked them also that they were like, "Do you want to take a sabbatical?" And I said, "No, I need something to do. I cannot sit in the house in the lockdown and just be focused on the fact that I'm ill right now and I'm going through treatment." And they obliged. They prepped the entire team. All of them worked with me day and night. And I continue to focus my energies on something outside. I had something to do, which most people stop doing. Number one. So hence, when you're sitting alone all the time, obviously you will have intrusive thoughts. And more intrusive thoughts you will have, the more your will to survive will be reduced. And you thought only treatment can help you. No, you have to have the will in you to survive. So for me, it was never in the question that I can die. Just did not think of it as an option. I was very hopeful. Secondly, people around me also treated me like,
Yeah, she can do it.
Yeah.
It's her, Bhavna. She can deal with, if anybody can deal with cancer, it's her.
Yeah, I thought I'm very delicate, but
She can scare the cancer away.
but yeah, I'm so glad. Like nobody's eyes did I ever see the fact that this is a bad thing. Oh, you're suffering. Oh, we can't see you. My parents really, in short, nobody the fuck came crying around me. Like, they were very strong. And I could see sometimes that obviously they were strained, but they behaved very normally. We cracked our jokes. We went about our day. I lost hair in the process. I put on weight in the process. Nobody the hell made me feel weird. Nobody. I mean, in contrast, I know a friend of mine's dad also went through cancer, but he stopped working and he actually used to call and speak to me from time to time. He had a more advanced stage cancer also, but he pretty much gave up the will to live. He actually told to me that I cannot even speak to my wife about this. How are you dealing with this? I literally am up if I'm up 18 hours a day It's like 12 hours I'm literally just crying, thinking why has this happened to me, and the next 12 hours my crying with my family, and they are also grieving about the fact that we might not save you. And he went. He did not have the will to survive. His chemo was also heavier, but it's a lot of mental game also.
Okay. Matlab, you give up in the battle
Yes.
mentally first.
Yes, yes,
Emotionally,
yes.
mentally, if you've given up on something, then physically it is bound to happen.
Yes, my friend, this is the first time in my life I thought, I used to believe this is bullshit. But if you do not have the will to be healthy, your body will react in the same way. So if you will that, nahi yaar, I am a sloth, then dude, you're going to be a sloth. If you decide I am going to be an active person, you will be an active person, even with minimal activity. They even actually have proved this. People who think about gymming still lose 12 calories a day, FYI, if not more. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Imagine.
I'm going to the gym right now.
Yes.
In my head.